Welcome back to Simply Southern. I'm Mary Wilson, and as we continue the celebration of the Alabama Farmers Federation Centennial, today we are joined by three longtime leaders within the organization so that they can share a little bit of their personal history within the Federation. And to start off, we'll go to Richard Edgar of Elmore County. If you will, tell me what one of the most important services is that you feel like the Alabama Farmers Federation has provided.
Probably most important to me wouldn't be considered an official service, but that would be the networking and friendships and contacts that made all over the state and through the Farm Bureau, even all over the nation.
All right. So, Lo, I'll ask you that same question. What do you think is the most important service the Federation has provided in your time with the organization?
Well, the first big thing was the insurance availability, and then the removal of the sales tax on farm inputs. And that's been real good, but like Richard was saying, of course, value of other people. Other people are the most important thing in all our lives.
All right. Thank you, Lo. And Gloria, I'll ask you that same. Within the history of the Federation, what's been the most important service?
Well, I think really the important service of this organization is the ability to bring people together for a common purpose. We're all in agriculture, and we feel very fortunate that the Federation has our back.
Now, Richard, next question that I have for you. How has the Farmers Federation had an impact on your life and work in Elmore County?
We've been able to put to use the things that we've learned, leadership training and other opportunities, but most of all, the importance of being able to tell our own story and knowing that I wasn't just speaking for myself, but that what I had was an opportunity and a responsibility to represent our industry.
Right. Gloria, how would you say the Farmers Federation has impacted y'all's life and work in Houston County?
I think through the Federation, we've had the opportunity to go to a lot of conferences, to tour a lot of farms, but we're able to take that information back to our county and hopefully make all of us have the farming way of life is so important to all of us, and I think it's important for us to be the best farmers that we can be.
Perfect. All right, to wrap it up, Richard, I'll start with you. What do you hope the next 100 years will hold for the Alabama Farmers Federation?
Well, we always need to remember our personal touch and that grassroots effort. And I recall even this last legislative session, some of the legislators were asking, where were we on a particular issue? Because they hadn't heard from us, and they are so accustomed and expect to. And I think that's something for the next 100 years we need to remember, the personal touch.
All right. Lo, what do you hope the future holds for the Alabama Farmers Federation?
Well, I'm hoping that it'll stay together, and it will, because we'll be helping more people all the time. And like when we had the lid bill and kept them from all that tax, the homeowner in town got more out of that than any farmers did, because their millage rates were much greater. It benefited them too.
All right. Gloria, what do you hope the next 100 years holds for the Farmers Federation?
As our numbers as farmers decrease, it's more important for us to move and do new technology, new programs and that type of thing to make us more productive on the farm. And so it's really important that the Federation stands up for us and gets us people who understand our family values and what we need in order to be productive on the farm.
Well, that sounds like a wonderful way to wrap this up. Richard, Lo, Gloria, thank you all so much for being here, and thank you for the leadership that you guys have offered to the Farmers Federation throughout all these years. Now, when we return, we'll be back with another group of leaders within the Alabama Farmers Federation to talk more about what the future holds. Stay with us.
Our history is a story of hope. With strong roots in agriculture, we formed the Alabama Farmers Federation in 1921. And with our hope of serving all Alabamians, a dream was realized in 1946 when Alpha wrote its first insurance policy. We're honored to be a part of generations of families who continue to place their trust in us. As we reflect on our legacy of service to farmers, families, and communities, we celebrate our shared history with renewed hope for the future. Thank you for being a part of our story.
As a farmer, I grow U.S. farm-raised catfish. Doing that, I know it's a safe product and I enjoy eating it any way my wife likes to cook it. Hi, I'm Luke Smelly and I'm Alabama 2020 Catfish Farmer of the Year from Greensboro, Alabama. If you haven't tried U.S. farm-raised catfish, you should because it's delicious. Simple as that.
Farm Bureau Bank has built its entire existence around the lifestyle and needs of farmers and ranchers across America. We're here to help grow traditions, give back to agricultural communities, and offer financial convenience for your unique way of life. From sunup to sundown, we are committed to serving you.
Hi y'all, I'm Kim Earwood with Alabama Ag in the Classroom. Let's open up the Rural Dictionary and define a few unbelievable terms about a greenhouse, which is a building where plants like vegetables and flowers are grown. Perennials are flowers that regrow every year, while annuals only have one growing season. These plants can be grown from seeds or from cuttings, which is a piece taken from a mature plant. Media is a fancy word for potting mix. You'll find media in greenhouses where they grow plants in pots, which are also called containerized nurseries. For more ag education resources, visit alabamaAITC.org and be sure to check out the details about our annual Institute for Teachers. This Rural Dictionary is brought to you by Alabama Ag in the Classroom. See you next time.